Shots being fired in western Ukraine on the border with the EU. In July, the town of Mukachevo was the site of a fierce gun battle involving ultra-nationalist right sector gunmen and private security guards of pro-Russian members of parliament. There were numerous casualties. The nationalists fled into the mountains with the security forces in pursuit. Suddenly, checkpoints have sprung up in western Ukraine. Previously, they were limited to the east. A second front in the Ukraine conflict? Hennady Moskal, the new regional governor, is the man who should know. Moskal is Kiev's best-known crisis manager and was sent here personally by President Petro Poroshenko after the shooting. The perpetrators saw the weakness of the police here in the Carpathian region. For 6 months, the perpetrators have terrorized the area around Mukachevo and the border town of Uzhgorod. Suddenly, the phone rings. The new governor has only been in office for a few days. Many officials of the regional administration were fired by President Poroshenko after the shooting. An informant is on the phone. Duty-free goods. I know that the smugglers will be able to use that. Smuggling and corruption take centre stage here in the Carpathians. The gangs have completely corrupted the regional administration. The fighting with the right sector group was apparently over the illegal cigarette and drug trade on the border with the EU. The fighters were reportedly receiving 25% of the profits. That was clearly not enough. Now the gang warfare in the Carpathian region has left the extreme nationalists and their leader Dmytro Yarosh with a lot of explaining to do. We don't take part in the fights between gangs of smugglers here in the West. Such a battle may exist, but I'm not sure between who. It's been an embarrassment for the right-wing group to admit that there are corrupt members in their Carpathian stronghold. It's a beautiful region, but with massive economic problems.
It's exactly here in the Carpathian Mountains where Ukraine's President Poroshenko might have to prove whether he takes his fight serious against the endemic corruption in Ukraine.
The borders with Hungary and Slovakia are notorious for corruption among customs officials and police officers. In cities like Uzhgorod, expensive villas have sprung up in the otherwise impoverished area. 80% of the district of Srebrenica has been built up with money from my vodka. Yes, my vodka. I'd sell the bottle for 60 cents, and they sold it on in the West for 3 times that. Now others have taken over the trade here. After the Maidan protests, pro-Russian politicians let the right sector nationalists in on their business. But the recent incidents indicate that there's been some falling out between them. Now Kiev really has another front line to fight at in the war against corruption in western Ukraine.